Hi there, YouTube. Welcome to that show you guys watch. In this episode, we're going to be talking about what's coming up this week. Yeah, that's right. The Dark World Structure Deck. Is it a good buy? What can you get out of it that, was expensive originally? Toot toot. All the way from Tokyo, Japan to Toronto, here's another episode. First thing first, we obviously have Grapha. Grapha we've already talked about on Stay on Track on Devin's channel. So please, if you don't know what it does and you don't know why it's so good, please check it out. Link in the underbar.
Obviously, you get every other Dark World monster in here. We don't have to tell you about them because honestly, if you don't know, well, you don't know.
And you're going to be screwed in about 2 weeks. And you'll figure it out.
But there are some cool reprints in here that make it worth buying. For example, you get Battle Fader. Battle Fader in here, common. Great. You don't want to play Dark Worlds, but you couldn't get Battle Faders to play Frog Monarchs? Well, guess what? Now you can.
Speaking of Frog Monarchs, what else comes in this that's in Frog Monarchs and very, very important?
Tragodia? Well, cool. We just built a Frog Monarch deck by buying the Dark World deck.
Now, talking price-wise, Battle Fader at its height was about $30 to $40. Not to mention right now, where you're pretty much paying a minimum of $5. And of course, Tragodia, because of it going back up to 2 and it being such a good card, it was valued at about 15 to 20 for just the Ultra that they got from the magazine. Now, of course, you get it common in a structure deck.
So you also get Belial, Marquis of the Darkness, who's a secret rare you probably never had, you never even knew existed. Well, it comes in here for free.
At its height, of course, $15. Right now, you can find it anywhere from $1 to $5. Once this card comes out, it's pretty much going to stay exactly as it is, because the only reason people were paying $5 is because they needed to complete a collection.
The next one, still in that secret rare area, is Card Guard. Again, you've probably rarely seen it, because it is a secret rare from a pretty old set that nobody cared about. They're not, well, how much do they value?
Usually it was around $15. Went all the way down to $5. Just to let you guys know, it was reprinted in Legendary Collection as well as an ultra rare. So that was kind of interesting, as they bring it out in secret, then ultra, now common. Not to mention the Dark World Dealings and Allure of Darkness.
That again are pretty old. You can't find them. No, don't swear, you dick face. You get Dark Eruption, which is pretty old. It gets dark monsters back from the graveyard, add them to your hand. You don't have them.
Not to mention Deck Devastation. Deck Devastation at its height was $20 to $25 depending on if it was Super or Ultimate. Ultimately, this is one of the cards that are very, very sought after because apparently it was hard to find.
And you need to play it in the Dark World deck if you want to stay competitive. And that goes the same with Eradicator Epidemic Virus. We understand that it came in a special edition. It was easy to find like 2 years ago. Not anymore. Comes in here. It says here, build this Dark World deck. Here's every card you basically need to build it. Except for Drag Down to the Grave and Fabled Raven. And maybe Tour Guide. But, you know, whatever.
That's not hard to find.
No. And the other card you get in here, which again is ridiculous, is you get Mind Crush. There's so many people looking for Mind Crushes. They're hard to find. They're common from who the hell knows when.
I mean, I remember YCS. Toronto? Yeah, some douchebag named Sarosh decided, I need one. So who did he come to? Me. Who couldn't he find it from? Everybody else. I had to throw it at his face.
And the rest of these cards are meh.
Except for the fact that one of Devin's favorite cards, Transmigration Prophecy, comes in this. Not a very sought-after card, but definitely a good card in this format. Also, you get Dark Bribe. Dark Bribe, it only came out in like, what, 1 or 2 structure decks? This is going to be one of the cards that are going to jump in value.
One last thing that we have to discuss is that they did post up the deck list for YCS Toronto. And if you've noticed, my name isn't there, but a name that's similar to mine is there. That's my brother. They accidentally put his deck list up there. If you can tell, it is a different version of Frog Monarchs. My version, which I've posted on my channel on the deck featuring that video, you'll know what it is. They're going to update it and correct it. I'm not sure when, but they made a mistake. They're going to fix it.
And they owe us some free promotion.
Yeah. And thanks to Jason Grabermeyer, he literally is the one trying to fix this. So thank you.
He's my friend.